Right.
Jesus, I'm tired. Don't know why. No idea.
Good afternoon, buddy.
Oh, hello, how are you?
All right,
how are you?
thanks. I'm okay.
Oh, good.
Magic.
Good.
Magic.
Right, okay.
We're
I'll
back.
speak to you tomorrow then.
Yeah, that was good. Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the Over and Out show, where we set up our stuff, hit record, and then fiddle with all the microphones. Still at an angle.
Yeah.
We're going to go with it. So what's happening, dude? Today is
23.
23. That's what today is. Today is 23.
It's almost like we started again at the beginning of time. Just reset.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
there was... what was it? It would be B before Over and Out show. So that would be BOOS.
What are you
and
talking
then
about?
AD. Well, there was before the Over and Out show and after the Over and Out show.
Oh,
You know,
right.
like BC and
Yeah,
AD.
yeah.
That's how I see my life now.
But BC will be
There was-
before coronavirus, won't it?
Well, before Coronas.
Coronas. The god of Corona. Coronas.
Oh,
Ah.
I got some interesting news for you.
Go for it. Drink
So
the
you-
can of
so
Coke
you
today, by the
know-
way. Have you seen
Oh,
this?
good.
Have you seen these Coke cans? They're still 330ml, but now they're long and tall and thinner.
I've not seen. I don't drink Coke, so I wouldn't really know. But there we go. It looks nice from here.
I like it.
Good. Yeah. So I guess some bad news.
Oh.
So we thought it was really bad that everyone's got the coronavirus and it's just a pandemic going across the world and killing lots of people. Well, guess what we have to cope with now?
What?
There is an asteroid on its way to Earth.
No, there isn't.
2.5 miles wide, and it's on its way.
Are you serious?
Apparently, you get... Yeah, and this is what made me laugh. I was reading about it. Apparently, the scientists are keeping an eye on it, as if at some point they're going to go, it's looking like it's getting a bit close. Let's send Bruce Willis up. And do you not get that reference?
Yeah, I do. I do get it. Armageddon.
Yes.
But that's
Anyway,
that's a funny one to be keeping an eye on as well. You know, I mean, what are we going to do? Is it worth worrying unless we have like some sort of laser gun that we can classic science right there. Unless we have the official laser gun that we could just melt asteroids out of space, if space is even real. And if asteroids are real, maybe people are starting to not believe coronavirus, and they're like, "Fuck, people are starting to go out of their house because the sun's out. What do we do? Tell them there's an asteroid on its way."
Yeah. Well, our very fabric of the universe is being destroyed right now. So, because nothing's real, everything's hyper real at the same time.
So hold on, I've got the
weirdness.
official notes from the sun.
Yeah.
Huge 2-mile asteroid will be visible from Earth this month. Mm-hmm. And then just a little
Around
caveat at the
29th,
end,
I think.
and it's deemed potentially hazardous.
Yeah.
So
I'll be honest, it's about 4.2 million miles away from the Earth, which it seems like quite obviously, if you're on a bike ride, that's quite a distance.
yeah.
But
But it's not 300 miles across France on a one wheel.
But
I mean, that's a YouTube title. Who's going to be first to use that?
Wow.
Asteroid about to hit Earth. I didn't expect this to happen. Asteroid on its way to Earth. Just Alfie days like that. Ah!
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
It'd be like, which thumbnail should I use? This one or this one? One with you on the asteroid, or one with the
big
asteroid
looking, isn't it?
on a one wheel? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, apparently it'll miss us by like 4.2 million miles, which in astronomy terms is actually quite close, because we'll be able to see it from Earth. That's what the concern is.
That's fucking so cool.
And when
though.
you can see something from Earth, it's close enough.
Yeah.
That you don't want it to get any closer. And there's those things. And when they say, I mean, apparently this happens a lot, and they're always keeping an eye. And like asteroids miss us like all the time, but this one's actually quite close.
Okay.
And there are things like if it gets like just slightly put off center by like some gravitational pull in one direction
for
or
example,
the other.
if China and Russia happened to just have blown up some satellites and they were floating outside Earth, that might sort of distract the asteroid.
disrupt-
Oh, I don't know what, and then crashes into Earth.
Yeah. Well, yeah, all it would take is some gravitational pull from somewhere, and that would be it. It could come towards us. And to be honest, the coronavirus would pale in comparison to a 2.5-mile asteroid hitting
Can
the
you
planet.
imagine the fucking men in the House of Commons if that's happening? Right, everybody inside. Lock the doors.
There would...
You're not allowed to do outside exercise. There's a fucking asteroid coming to hit us. You're like, lads, here, do you know what? We're not going to worry about an asteroid, because unless you have that laser gun up and running, we're either fucked or it misses us.
Yeah.
So I mean,
there is
I'm
no
not gonna
amount
worry
of
about
PP. No, there's no amount of PPE that is going to protect any of us from that. To be quite honest, and that is it. But it's just something else for us to worry about.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna give us a sec here. Someone's outside, dude. Hey, dude.
What?
Some guy is just dropping something at my house. 10 minutes.
And we're back.
Sorry about that. Had to just go and pick up those things. Otherwise, pandemonium outside the house. Got them though. That's good. Sprayed them with disinfectant. Washed my hands. Sang happy birthday. Now I'm wildly out of breath.
Oh, I hope that's just lack of exercise and not actual coronavirus.
Dude, I mean, I'm not saying my exercise has been great for the last year, right? But
yeah.
I used to be all about exercise, and I really haven't been recently.
Yeah.
But these last 3 weeks have fucking killed me.
In what way?
I just haven't done anything. Like, I've done so little. Like,
yeah, it's hard, isn't it?
I used to cycle all the time. I used to surf. I used to run. And I stopped running when I hurt my back. And like, I did something to my... I have like a partial... I don't know, partially prolapsed disc in my back. So I used to run. I used to do triathlons, right? That's how fit this motherfucker was. Triathlons.
Yeah.
And then one day I was just running through the duck pond. And just, I don't know what happened, but I just put a foot down and just got this like shock right up my back through my spine. I was like, oh fuck, and then I could barely walk, let alone run. So I just stopped running, and then I cycled for ages and I was fine, and swam. But been really bad the last year, but any exercise was coming from just walking about and going taking photographs and just that sort of shit. And this last 3 weeks, I've hardly done anything. I did yoga twice. And I was like, and even then I was like, most of that time I was just lying on the mat, breathing heavily.
In Shavasana for half an hour.
Yeah.
Just going to lie here.
Yeah, I just do child pose. Child pose for 45 minutes. Thanks very much, guys. Someone pop the TV on, bring me over a coffee. Yoga.
Yeah, that's how I like to do yoga. Now, it's hard to know I haven't done much exercise in the last few weeks. Yasmin, on the other hand, she's like relentless every day, all day. Because I suppose it is her job.
I was just saying, you think she teaches it. But like, does she give
but
you a hard time? Does she like? What is it like living with someone who has it's not a disability. What's the word? Not an addiction. Yeah, an obsession with physical activity like that.
It's kind of awkward and annoying because I have a disability when it comes to activity.
Okay, yeah.
And exercise. I am not a fan of it. I don't like it. It makes me angry. I'm probably one of the only people that I go to the gym and I am in a fucking rage. And I was led to believe that like when you're angry, you go to the gym or you do exercise and it helps you. Yeah. You know, you get all that out. It makes me angrier. Yeah. Like by the end of a gym time, I'm like, fucking don't come anywhere near me. I'm in killing mode now.
Is that because you're in a gym or because you're doing exercise?
I think it's because I'm doing something I don't really want to do, but I know I have to do.
Yeah, this is why I don't do the gym.
I don't like being told what to do, you see. That's why I always have a big trouble with...
We know this. You've said this. This is one of those sentences you say all the time.
No.
Yeah, and you throw it into any... It doesn't matter what it is. She made me have porridge for cereal. I don't really like being told what to do. I had to wear a tie. I don't really like being told what to do. I had to stop because the red man was on the light. I don't really like being told what to do. Ryan say every day of his life.
And the problem is that if I did just live my life ignoring that, it would be mayhem.
Well, you'd have
Luckily,
coronavirus probably.
Well, it wasn't my fault. You can't pin that on me. You can't. I'm not having that. You can't pin. I wasn't in Wuhan at the time.
No.
So and I know nothing about 5G.
So the gym, what's the deal? You're going into the gym. There. What are you wearing? Tell me what you're wearing at the gym.
Oh, gym kit.
What does that consist of? What does Ryan Say look like? What does that scrawny little rat body wear when it goes to look at weights?
Well, I walk into the gym, unlike you rolling into the gym.
I get wheeled in a chair.
You get wheeled in a wheelbarrow by 3 burly men. Oh my god! I wear normal like shorts, t-shirt, like gym shorts, gym t-shirt, gym shoes.
But you say gym t-shirt, like are we talking like a sports t-shirt, or are we talking like Because I imagine you're that guy in the gym who wears like a fucking Danger Mouse t-shirt, faded, and thinks he's so trendy.
No, I have a Nike or an Adidas. You know, it's got that special material.
Sell out. Yeah, so wick sweat.
Wick sweat.
It's wicks. That's what. That's why they're. It's a wick sweat from your body.
Oh, I thought it was a reference to Joe Wicks.
No.
Yeah, whatever. The ones that are made to.
So you're there in like actual like sports workout gear, like legit. It's got labels and shit. Proper shoes. You're not just there in a pair of check Vans, doing some burpees.
No. No, I got all the stuff.
Throwing down some 10-kilogram barbells.
No. I think you'll find they're just 10-gram barbells.
They're just the bar. You're like, even the little screws are off. Now fuck that, Az.
No, if I just stand there next to it, just air pushing it.
Yeah.
As if I were doing it. No, I know I've got the gear and stuff.
So what's the routine? Ryan Say walks into the gym. People look and go, "Fucking, there's a dude in a Danger Mouse t-shirt." What's the first thing you hit up? You walk in there like a BG, I imagine, just walking, ding, 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 legs out. No, you know.
I don't go to the gym. I have a personal trainer. That's the only reason I go to the gym.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And it's not Yasmin.
So you don't go in and use the machines in front of other people?
What?
Do you use machines and weights and stuff in front of other people, or do you have like a separate room? I've never had a personal trainer. I have no idea what the protocol is.
No. It's it's our local gym. And it's and my personal trainer is one of the trainers that are there. And yeah, he just puts me on a circuit of things, and I just do. Ironically, I do as I'm told.
So go on. What is it? What do you walk in there? All right, Stephen, and he's like, Ryan, you little rat. In you come, fella. Why are you wearing a Danger Mouse t-shirt at the gym?
I don't wear the fucking Danger Mouse t-shirt. I'm not like you.
First, wait. What are we doing? What's the first workout we're doing?
No, the first thing I do is it's called the ant wall. You know, like we have those the wooden poles, like the little wooden sticks that you stick into the wall and you climb up the wall.
Yes.
Yeah, I do that. That's like I go up and down, like off the floor. So you go up about 2 feet or something, and then down 2 feet.
Both hands at the same time.
Yeah. Like you just pull yourself up with not using your feet.
Fair play.
Yeah.
I couldn't lift myself up unless there was a donut at the top of that wall.
I think you'd even struggle then. You'd just sit there like just covered in your own saliva.
As soon as when you started explaining what that was, I was just thinking of those walls with loads of sticks hanging out where people put donuts on it, like weddings.
I thought you might do.
That's actually pretty impressive, to be fair. I mean, I probably could have done that a long time ago, but I don't think
there's people in like other trainers are in the gym. One time I did it, and he came up to me and was like, "How are you doing that?" And I was like, "I have no idea." He tells me to go up the wall, and I go up the wall, and that's it.
He tells me to stay in my house, I stay in my house.
Yeah, no, but that's the only time. In all honesty, it's like if I just walk into a gym or I try and do X, I just need someone to tell me what to do in that sense, because a lot of the time I'm not even present while I'm there. I'm just like, this is a needs to happen because I just want to stay fit and healthy.
Right.
But I'm not. I find it very difficult to concentrate on it because all I can think of is what I'm going to do when I'm not here.
Yes.
And it's anything else.
And this is me. This is me. Anytime I do exercise for exercise sake, I just think I'm doing every rep going like this. I don't want to be here. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm trying to do a press up in the. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Can I do anything else? And then it's like, I struggle. I can't do. I know we've talked about you with the PT before, but I think I just tell them to slide on. I think I just get annoyed at them. They'll be like,
this is why I don't have this is why I don't have Yasmin do it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Because it just leads to arguments. I mean, the thing is that what I find so alien about Yasmin is that she fucking loves exercise. Every squat,
exercise.
Okay. She loves exercising. She loves training. She loves teaching. She loves participating. She loves being trained. She loves every aspect of that, and she's always been very competitive. You know, she's done marathons and stuff like that, and she loves the challenge of it. I am not competitive in that way at all, and I find no enjoyment in exercise at all, like none. And for her, like, she'll get up early in the morning just so she can do an online class with someone that she likes, like at 7.
I've seen her doing that actually on her Instagram, and I was like, not only is she doing 2 like training things a day, but she's actually taking part in other people's.
Yeah. So so what was it today? For example, she got up at 7, and we got a friend who I did an Instagram story about it, and she did the ages and ages ago. We went to his name's Steve. He's amazing. He does all this like body weight stuff. It's incredible, like handstands just on one arm. It looks amazing. And so he did a kettlebell thing this morning. He hasn't got up at 7 and did that. And you know, having done 3 clients last night, you know, she's doing 1-to-1 on Skype now. Mm-hmm. She did 3 last night. And then before that, she did like about 3 trainers. She had yoga with someone that she did their class. And then before that, at lunchtime, she did another class. And then she did like, I think 2 of her own classes in the morning teaching other people. So she does yesterday, she did about 6 classes.
And like, all the while, you're just sitting there at a computer in a Danger Mouse t-shirt eating pot noodles.
She won't let me buy pot noodles.
Really? Well, they are no, utter shit.
They are shit.
But that, dude, fair play. Do you know, I like the idea of that. Like the idea of exercise, I'm like, yep. Every night, I'm that. Like Pamela and I joke about Monday because I'm always like on Monday, I nail it. Like I used to swim a lot, and I love swimming, but I just don't like the way indoor pools work, and it's annoying, and like I just want to fucking go down and get in.
How they work?
Well, because you think to yourself, like the leisure centre we have where I live, it's got a fucking massive, proper Olympic-sized 50-meter pool with about 20 lanes, all right? And you're thinking, if you go down there at 6 o'clock in the morning, surely that's going to be easy.
No.
And so it's not, though. You rock up and you go, adult swim, and they go, the TV show, and you go, not the TV show. No, just one adult for a swim, please. And then you walk off, you get changed into your little tiny whities.
Into your Danger Mouse shorts.
Into your Danger Mouse underwear. I actually wear the long ones now because I used to swim at school.
Is that all they had left in Lost Property?
Bright red, and they say lifeguard on the back of them.
Yeah, and they got skids on them.
Just me walking across the thing. All right, so I walk across like Johnny Bravo to the other side of the pool, only then to work out at that point
Johnny Donut.
That there's only I don't need a float to just use my stomach. There's only 2 lanes. Of the 20 that I can use, and I'm like, and I look in the lane and I'm like, fat old man, fat old lady, fat old man, fat old lady, and fat young guy, and me, all right? And I'm like, motherfucker, why are these people here? I know for a fact that you guys are definitely hitting the retirement bracket. There's no reason for you to be in this pool at 6 o'clock in the motherfucking morning before I have to go to work. So then I'd be like, and then you have to and there is nothing I find more vomit than being in water with other people. Like in I don't mind if it's a big area, but you know when you're like, it's just one day I was paddling, I was splashing around. One day I was doing crawl, and my arm brushed another man. Right, 2 arms just like 2 fins rubbing in the night, and I was like, what the shit just happened? And there's nothing more disgusting than someone else's slimy pool skin. So now I'm like very skeptical about going. And then the last time I went down, I hadn't swam in a few months. I went down, I was like, I picked my day, I was like, what the, and the reason they only let you use 2 lanes is they have a swim team the train from 6 o'clock in the morning until like 8, and they use all the lanes, which would be fine if I got down that pool and there was fucking people in those lanes, but there never is. And I'm always like, can I just swim in one of these? Nah, swim team's got it. I'm like, swim team, I've got 3 people here. And then there's like 5 of us all rammed in a lane. And then the last time I went down, I got all the way to the water's edge. And then I turned around and left. Went back into the changing room, put my clothes on, and went home. I actually asked for my money on the way back out. I was like, can I have my £3.50 back, please? I don't really want to swim in there with other people.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird that, isn't it? It's like, I have exactly the same thing when you go in there, because the pool I would swim in, I don't know if you had to do this, but when you're swimming on the lane, you kind of have to go up the left-hand side and then back down the right-hand side. Mm-hmm. But the problem is that the amount of space they give you in the lane is not big enough.
No.
And because, and I know this might sound weird, but I'm generally a considerate person.
Yeah.
Mostly because I don't want to have interaction with other people.
Yeah.
Especially in a swimming pool, and touch arms.
Not to be mistaken with you being nice.
Yeah. And no, generally I'm very considerate of other people, and, I don't want to piss people off, and, everyone has a right to get on with their own life kind of thing. But this is one thing that I hate in general, but especially in the pool. So you're swimming down, and I'll go all the way over I can, because I'll see, fat lady or fat blokes swimming, like the ones we're talking about. And I'll be swimming down, and I'll go as close to like the little, the little circular floaty things that you can.
Yeah.
They don't move a fucking inch.
No.
They don't move at all.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I'm like, because I don't mind, when you're walking along the pavement or something, you can see there's that group of people and then there's you, and then you both kind of do that movement thing.
Yeah, you move left, they move left.
This, right, and then it's like, and you go, okay, yeah, we both acknowledge we're on the pavement, we've both got places to go, that's it. But then you get these motherfuckers that just don't move.
Yeah.
And I hate that. Yeah. And it's like, how do they operate
in
life? Because if I didn't move, we'd just like full on bash into each other.
Yeah.
And you think, well, is that because, are they so wrapped up in their own little bubble? Or are there people out there worse than me that really don't give a fuck about other people?
I don't even think it's not giving a fuck. I just think they're brought up in an environment where they're not taught to respect other people.
But I don't understand how it works, because if you get 2 people like that together, who moves? Or is it like some kind of Mexican standoff?
Well, normally there's just like a person it's the rule of who's less of a dickhead, and that person normally moves. But I know a few people who, and you question, you're like, your kids are going to turn into those people, because it's just, they're not being taught that other people you should give a shit about other people. Whereas my kids, I'm always like, if you see your neighbor, you say what do we do? We were walking through school recently, and the principal was walking through doing their checks. We were dropping the kids off, and he went, "Good morning, Noah. Good morning, Katie." And they were like this. They're just kind of like a turtle sticking their head back in their shell. And I looked at the 2 of them, and I stopped them, right? And I said to them, "Don't you ever ignore the principal again. If the principal, headmaster, walks past you, if the teachers or classroom assistants or the lady the cook, what are they called?
Cooks.
Doesn't matter, cooks. If they walk past you and they say hello, even if they don't say hello, you say, 'Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, madam.' And if you know their name, you use their name. 'Good afternoon, Mrs. What's-her-face.' Because when I was a fucking kid in school, if a headmaster walked past me and I didn't say hello, literally immediate detention. Like, even if he didn't say anything. So I've always just been like, brought my kids up to be like, there's a lot of stuff I do wrong, but there's a lot of stuff I teach them when it comes out holding doors for people. Any person, you hold a fucking door for people. You say hello, you say thank you. I used to work in the cinema, and I used to get people, and this used to aggravate me. People would come up to the till, and it wouldn't matter if they were in their 60s, in their 20s, doesn't matter what age. If it was someone who was like my age or younger, I'd be like, "Hey, what's up, man? How can I help you?" But if it was someone who was slightly older than me or up, or they were there with their kids, even if they were like 2 or 3 years older, I'd always said, "Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, madam. How can I help you?" And they were like, "Oh, very formal. Oh, cool." And then you're looking at them like, "Motherfucker." And then they're like shouting down to their mate, "Sally, he's only gonna call me madam." And you're looking at her like, "I'll fucking slap you if you don't tell me what the fuck you want," because you're creating a queue. And it's like, the problem is, though, that is...
I like the way you went from extremely to polite to "I'll kill you."
Yeah. I will blatter your face through the glass.
In a single moment. It's like, how dare
But
you?
it's annoying because I'm not doing anything out of the norm. I'm just being polite. "Good afternoon, madam. How can I help you?" "Oh, my goodness. Madam, You've gone and called me madam. Yep, there's a lot of other things I'm calling you in my head right now, but that's the only one that came out.
Yeah.
Bastards. You know? So it's just like people aren't being taught to give a shit. It's the same with drivers. It's like people who hoot. Like, you know, like I had a guy recently, I was trying to drive in the driveway or park on the street, and it was a bit tight to try and get in. And this dude was like bombing up behind me in my street, and I was like indicated and went to drive in, and he hoots at me as if like, yep, the fuck. This is taking you 5 seconds to get into your driveway, and I just want to get out of the car and just gasoline the whole fucking vehicle and just burn it out in the street. And go like, now, hoot at me now.
Yeah, I had that once. I was like turning into my road, you know, just down by the petrol station, you know where it is. So obviously it's a normal road. Yeah, so it's a normal road where you just turn left into another road. I put my indicator on, slowed down. And, you know, obviously, because it's quite a tight road to get into and there's usually cars parked there. So slowed right down, went in there. This fucking motorbike, you know, the little... not a proper motorbike, because they're generally okay. But, like, the little scooter motorbikes, the little delivery fuckers, was right up my arse for ages. And so I slowed down, did what I should do. And he started beeping me and hooting me because I slowed down and turned a corner. Oh, my God, I could have gone GTA on him. It was just like... Are you kidding me? It's like I've indicated, I've slowed down, and because you're driving too close to my fucking bumper, it's now my problem.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, it's like I wished death on him, to be quite honest. Because it's just like, there's no need for that.
Yeah. I bet it was an annoying little hoot as well.
And then he did this. You know, as you go past. You're like, are you kidding me? Really? It's like indicated, slowed down, turned into a road. I'm sorry, those three things are perfectly acceptable.
Yeah, little shit.
Sorry, I didn't handbrake into the corner, into the road.
Next time I'll just...
So you could have just got somewhere quicker.
Drive straight through the shop front so I can just hit it diagonally right across. Just so you can get your little stupid ass pizza delivery.
Little, whatever the fuck it is.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Well, you're right though about that sort of stuff, because that is, and I, as someone who rides road bicycles, right? This debate is always like, you know, road cyclists, mammals, little flubbery men riding about. We all know who we are, right? In Lycra, like we need to be wearing it.
Can we not put we in this? You mean you and them?
Well, I was saying we as in me and the rest of them. And I've had my moments where I look great in Lycra, and I've had my moments where I look sketchy in Lycra. All right? I don't mean great as in great in a bigger scheme of the world. I mean great as in people in Lycra. As great as you can look in Lycra.
As in not really at all, ever.
Well, nah. Well, again, you can only look so cool on a road bike, and then you unclip and step off and try to walk into a coffee shop, and you're like this.
You look like, I don't know, cookie dough in a sock or something.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Not always, though. Yeah. At one point, I was a lean green cycle machine. So... what was I talking about?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
Oh, that was definitely before coronavirus.
Yes, well before that. So you have... All right, so I'll be sliding along there, and I'll get some asshole just pin it past me at like, you know, like half a foot away from my elbow. And quite often they'll like drop it and rev it past, and they're just like... And they'll be like... And quite often you just get a finger out the window, and you're like, what was that for? What was that actually for? I'm just a guy riding a bike on a road.
Yeah.
You're a guy driving a car on a road. I was here first. Yeah. Just because you drive faster doesn't mean you're allowed to do that. I was here on this road before you, and I'm only holding you up for a maximum of 5 minutes. If you get stuck in a windy bit, probably going to be like a minute, maybe 20 seconds, more than likely. So just chill your beans. Wait until it straightens up. But then I'm a courteous road cyclist. So if we're going over a bumpy bit around corners, I keep an eye out and I look ahead. And if I see somewhere that I can pull in that's safe for me because I'm creating a tailback, I'll pull the bike in and let those people go. I'll also step up out of the saddle and put a bit of fucking effort in to keep a minimum pace of at least 18 miles an hour, because I'm not going to ride 12. And I'll look ahead, and if I see it's clear, I'll turn and I'll signal that car and be like, you're safe if you want to overtake. But the problem is not every road cyclist does that, and they give us all a bad name. So I also get it though from a car's point of view, because there's times where I'm in a car and I'm riding down the road and I know what the legal rules are on it, and sometimes you'll see guys from a club, and they're actually, to be fair, it's normally the good club riders, and they're riding two abreast on the road, and they're just having a yarn, all right? And you get stuck behind it, and I know that you're allowed to do that, and I know that's legally, you're allowed to ride two abreast, and you should be overtaking like you were overtaking the car. But at the same time, lads, just show a bit of common courtesy. Look around, realize if it's one car, fine, but if there's a line of cars behind you, and you've created a shit show on a country road, maybe just take it upon yourself to find some sort of solution. Maybe go, all right, let's go single file. Let's look ahead. Let's see if we can find a safe place to stop and let these guys go past before someone does something dangerous and we all get put at risk.
Yeah. And we all just go single file for a bit, because it's like you should know that this road here, it's not a good idea to do this, and it's actually quite busy on a Sunday. Yeah. Maybe we should come out early. It's that common courtesy, you know, between, you know, just be aware of the people around you. Yeah. You know, it's like, but it's almost like when you see people do that, it's like you are being a prick on purpose. Yeah, totally. Because there's no way that you haven't seen those 10 cars behind you. Yeah. You're a cyclist and you're wearing all that shit, which means you are aware of stuff. Yeah. And if you're still like, and that's it. I hate it when people act like that, because it's like you are literally ruining it for everyone. Yeah,
you're as bad as a car driver overtaking super close.
Yeah, I mean, but that's it. I mean, like you said, car drivers are just as bad. You know, I don't understand why everyone can't just show a little respect for everyone else, and then it would just even like if they were two abreast and the car like overtook, if the car on the other side of the road was showing respect for the other, you know, to them, like it wouldn't even matter, because everyone would be going a bit slower, moving in and out, you know, whatever.
And a lot of it, I've cycled in different parts of Europe, and it's quite, I thought it was quite different there. It's a lot more respectful. Maybe people expect
have you been to Amsterdam?
Lot more. No, I haven't been. But I mean, like road cycling in like Spain and Germany and France and stuff, and it's quite different. Yeah. But the thing with the problem is here is no one's accountable. I think that's a big issue here across the board. People are not accountable for themselves, right? Like when you drive in America, you know, it's like everyone drives like maniacs around the road. But I didn't feel like there was as much road rage or anger. People did mad shit like undertaking, but everyone was looking out for themselves and taking responsibility. Where here, everyone's always like, well, if he drives into me, it's his fault. And you're like, well, he's still fucking driven into you. So take a bit of responsibility. So when it comes to like cyclists and things, prime example, there's a road in Belfast, in the city, comes from the bottom of the Newtonards Road kind of area into the city centre as past one of train stations. And there's a bit where there's a cycle lane and then there's 3 lanes, and they kind of merge quite quickly over a bridge, and the cycle lane disappears. Like in a second, it's gone. Right? But it's been like that for 4 years, minimum 4 years. And there's still people on Twitter now complaining, going, "This is a disgrace. I was cycling along this road, and then before I knew it, a bus was up my arsehole." Like a bus will just almost like sandwich you between yourself and the rail. It's very fucking dangerous. Wow. But at the same time, the guys are like, there's a guy recently took a photo of him like almost sandwiched between the two. And I'm like, and he writes like, "I cycle this every route. It's so dangerous. I cycle it every day." If you cycle it every day, bro, take a bit of responsibility. I understand it's not perfect, and definitely petition to get it fixed. But definitely take the responsibility to look before you cycle onto that bridge, for the love of God. How about
not taking a photo?
Oh, yeah, don't take a photo. See, my mom said years ago, it's just this one thing, and I always got annoyed at her for it. She went, she just crossed the road once. We were like, whoa. And I was over a pedestrian crossing or something, and she goes, "Don't worry, they're not allowed to knock us down." And I was like, "Oh, yeah. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if they're not allowed to. Does not matter. See, they will."
This is that attitude.
That's that whole thing. It's like you can't just go, well. And that was just one thing she said a long time ago, and it always aggravates me. I'm not allowed to knock us down. I always,
as a cyclist, because I'm not like, I just have a single speed and I just cruise around. It's like commuter bike kind of thing. Mm-hmm. But I'm always very, like, whenever I'm out with Yasmin, she's like, "Oh, I can't, why did you hold back then? Why did you do that?" And it's like, because I'm aware of other drivers and I know they're all shit. Yeah. And the thing is, I don't want to get into a fight with a ton's worth of metal, because you know who's going to lose? Yeah. Me. Yeah. Whether you're right or wrong, it doesn't fucking matter. It's like going into a lion's cage, slapping it around the face, and then wondering why it ate you.
Yeah. I paid into the zoo. It's not allowed to bite me.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just fucking ridiculous. I jumped into the cage. I just wanted to cuddle it.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter. Well, anyway, it's like, yeah, that's what so I'm always very, what's the word, submissive, I guess, to other cars. Because I don't want to fuck with a car.
No.
Like, why would I want to do that?
No.
It's like I'm on a bike.
You're not going to win that, and you're not going to come out looking cool at the end. You're just going to read on the news story, little scrawny guy in Danger Mouse t-shirt, squashed by bus. All right?
Oh,
so,
Jesus.
folks, look after yourselves. Pay attention to other people. Let's all be a bit more courteous. And more importantly, keep watching the OverAndOut show.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick. Thanks for watching, and we'll
See you tomorrow.
Laters.